Oh, welcome to another edition of AEW Dynamite. Dynamite. Well, Calvin Klein. So, Calvin Klein. Um, it was a good show tonight. It was pretty cool. It was really funny how it started off because they had the inner circle pep rally. And then I was like, Dag, Santana can't hear, boy. Jericho was yelling in his ear. He's like, Santana. He was like, huh? What you said? He should have said, what you say there, boy? He should have did something like that. But it was real funny though. Before the match with the Hardys, Young Bucks, and Private Party, um, what was it? The Young Bucks was asking Matt Hardy for another version. So he kept changing and changing. I was like, yo, Matt Hardy is so funny, man. I swear. Matt Hardy got talent. That's what I kept saying. He is so creative. He changed into the yes, into like a real cool version. I'm like, man, he got so many versions. He's so creative. That's why I try to, I try to do that too. Just try to be creative. Trying to be creative, baby. Trying to where's that word dynamite? Ain't that kid from that show Good Time? Yes, it is. Kid show for the good time. But yeah, it was a really good match. I mean, it was a good match between those two. Um, and I really liked when one of the members from Private Party, well, when he had an injury, I know his partner was really concerned, and you could tell because he really wasn't. He was trying to get back into action, but it's kind of hard to do that when you in a tag team match and your partner gets hurt, and it's like you just gotta focus on the match. But it really couldn't do that though. But it was crazy. Like they went in the crowd, the Young Bucks, they was beating up people in the crowd. I'm like, what in the world? What is going on here? Um, it was funny. Matt Hardy did a moonsault and tried to pin all three. I'm like, yo, that was funny. It was just so much excitement. They was doing suicide dives. The Young Bucks had one of the Private Party members and did a super kick outside. I'm like, yo, it's too much action. Like, jeez. Like that's how you start off a show, boy. It was just so much action. But Matt Hardy and the Young Bucks they got the victory. But after the match, Butcher Blade came out there and attacked the Young Bucks. And I was like, oh man, they the ones who attacked. I mean, Young Bucks attacked them during their tag match, so that was understandable. Then out comes FTR. I was like, wait a minute, I know those. I know them. I was like, okay, they got a new name, FTR. I was like, yeah, I remember them. Like they are a good tag team. And I was just thinking, like, man, AEW has so much talent everywhere. Talent everywhere. So it's gonna be good. Next match was Brian Cage versus Lee Johnson. And I was just thinking, like, why Lee Johnson gotta keep losing? Like, I think Brian Cage's first match should have been against like Brody Lee or something, or like um maybe Luchasaurus, give him some talent like that. Like I I will never understand why they let the big wrestlers face the small wrestlers. Like they should face their competition. But of course Brian Cage won. He was powerful. He was dominant the whole match. I'm like, okay. Um, it was a just dominating match. So then of course Taz called out John Moxley and he was like, at first I thought that pay per view said Final Fest, so I wrote that down. But then they said Fighter Fest. I was like, oh okay. I'm like, what is it, Final Fest or Fighter Fest? Like I don't care. I'm gonna be watching the show. It's gonna be good. So we know the first match is gonna be of course, John Moxley versus Brian Cage. I think that should be a good match. I do. It should be a very, very good match. the lead champion, he was being interviewed in the back and talking about the pep rally, and out comes Orange Cassidy just walking by slow. I was like, man, he like, oh boy, Orange Cassidy, boy, man, he was good though. He was good. The out comes Cody, and Cody was talking about being a champion. He gonna fight every week, and he said he not like other champions. I was like, damn, boy, he just leaving it out. He just saying everything. He said he gonna, be a workhorse champ. I like that. Somebody defending that belt every week. That's entertainment. You defending your champion every week. I mean, I know it's a lot because you could get an injury or you have a sore shoulder that's gonna occur into next week match. But I was like, all right, this is cool. It was real funny when that couple they weren't even paying attention to Cody. And his wife was trying to get them to like turn around, but they weren't really into it. But it was cool though. Then out comes one of my favorite wrestlers, Britt Baker. Britt Baker came out there. I was like, see, they doing you wrong, and I agree. It was a conspiracy because Sheeta and Nia Rose knew what they was doing last week. Shoot, in that tag team match, they going Sheeta and Chris Statlander are going to dump Nia on her. Like, I mean, come on now. The doctor, Miss Baker, don't deserve that. Miss Baker, I hope she will be in that conversation of having a women's championship match because she deserves it. She's talented and she's funny. She was like, I think the first one was "Don't Hurt the Role Model." I'm like, yeah, can't hurt Britt Baker. Then she had a picture of Chris Statlander, and I know she was disgusted. I was like, it's okay because then she has a tibia injury. So you're gonna heal once you back at 100%. She'll get that title. She's very talented too. Um, Next we had Christy James versus Sheeta, and I was just thinking like, all right, so Christy James, she was dancing too much, so she did one cool move. She did like a little sidekick move to Sheeta, got a 2 count. But of course, Sheeta was just too dominant. She did that running knee and that big knee strike for the victory. So I was like, okay, she won. So out comes Kip Sabian and Jimmy Havoc versus SCU with the winner to face with the winners to face the tag team champions of Omega and Hangman Page, Hangman Funny Page with the beer. Hangman Page with the beer. He was drinking the beer on the TV. I know you saw it because I saw it too. Um, they had a pretty good match. I can't like I was like, man, I was trying to stay and watch the match. I was kind of like running around, but I did see that Jimmy Havoc and Kip Sabian got the victory. So they will face Omega and Page next week for the tag team titles. I was like, okay, that should be good. That should be really good. Really, really good. Um, Next we had the Battle Royal for Cody's title, and it was pretty cool. Everybody eliminated everybody. Luchasaurus and Warlord had a standoff. I was like, they need to face next week. Luchasaurus and Warlord should face off at Fyter Fest or something. Come on, they need to. And Dro and Brody Lee could be a triple threat. See who the best big man on that show. That would be cool. But I saw Billy Gunn on that. I was like, oh, I go Billy Gunn. I was okay. It's like Billy Gunn still got it. He was going toe to toe with Luchasaurus. Um, Came down to Final Four was MJF, Warlord, Jungle Boy, and Orange Cassidy. Jungle Boy and Orange Cassidy eliminated both MJF and Warlord because MJF hit Warlord with that ring by mistake. I was like, wanted the answer to that, boy. But it was cool. Jungle Boy and Cassidy. I was like, all right, this cool. So of course Jungle Boy did that Hurricanrana flip, got Cassidy out. And it was nice, even though he got the victory, he made sure that his opponent was okay. That's how you know they like working with each other, because most of the time they don't do stuff like that. They just, do their move and then they go in the back. Like, it's good to still care about the wrestler. I mean, that's all you got is each other. So it was. I think it should be a good match between Jungle Boy and Cody. You know, I think it should be a good match. So next we had the Inner Circle Pep Rally. Sammy was hurt. That was funny. He got them trophies. Um, Jack Hager was funny. He was going off with his stuff. Jericho had to cut him off. Um, I think Jack Hager got him a Mark Anthony picture, or it might have been Sammy. And then Jericho got Sammy to hit me up mobile cheer. I was like, that's funny. Then I heard the crowd chanting, he can't hear, he can't hear. I said, what? I said, I ain't never heard no chant like that. He can't hear, he can't hear. I said, that's funny. Um, it was funny though, because Mike Tyson came out there. I was like, all right. I was like, what's going on? Mike Tyson and all his people came out there, and Jericho was like, you gonna pay for what you did 10 years ago. I was like, I gotta look that up. He might have hit him or something. So Mike Tyson was ripping off his shirt, and Jericho pushed him, and out come 1,000 people. I was like, yup, 1,000 people came down there. Like they always do that. It's always 1,000 people that come down there. But I guess if they fight in that Fighter Fest, that should be cool too. Maybe an impromptu match or something. But either way, I think it's gonna be good. But yeah, AEW was really good tonight. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Like I said, I hope Britt Baker come back, soon. And like I said, it's a lot of good tag teams in AEW. And can't wait for the Moxley Brian Cage match. That's gonna be good. So it's a lot to come for. Me personally, I wouldn't have been mad if MJF would have won the Battle Royal, because that's somebody Cody has never beaten. And I know they had a good match before. So, but it's Jungle Boy. So Jungle Boy gonna give him a run for his money. I think so. So next week, Jericho in action. And we're gonna have Jimmy Havoc, Kip Sabian versus Omega Page. That should be cool. Hope y'all like this review. Woo!